However, if you don't remember or don't know about it, PlayStation Home was a community-based virtual world where you could socialize and interact with other PlayStation users. Anyone who owned the console was able to access it as well, which made it super easy to play. In the game, you could create and customize your own character, and every player was given their very own apartment, which was able to be decorated with different items you earned. I mean, even though the game was pretty simple and just a place where you could chat with other players, there were people who played PlayStation Home more than the actual games on their PlayStation. Now, with the PlayStation 4, unfortunately, they started shifting their focus away from PlayStation Home, eventually announcing that on March 31st of 2015, PlayStation Home in its entirety would be shutting down completely. Thousands of players even gathered together in their last moments of the servers being active, marking the end of PlayStation Home. After this point, the game became completely unplayable, and to make matters even worse, there was very little preservation of the game's data that could be used to revive the game, meaning a huge amount of the game's data had just been completely lost. However, that is not where the story ends. Within recent years, former players had worked together to rebuild PlayStation Home using whatever data they could find to share together, resulting in Destination Home, a fan-made restoration project of the game. Right now, it's actually playable through emulators and jailbroken PlayStations, with a seemingly pretty active community as well. To this day though, there are still hundreds of once popular spaces that have been lost to time, but there's still people who constantly support the project by donating and contributing their own data to help find whatever lost content that they can. On the outside looking in, it seems like everything is going well and that this is a really good project. However, in reality, there's actually a lot of shady stuff going on to make this project happen. In addition to Destination Home, there has also been multiple other projects started by other groups with the same goal of restoring PlayStation Home. However, in the process, there has been countless illegal activity to make this happen. Also, death threats, harassment, and data hoarding from donators, which completely goes against the whole idea of game preservation. The main worry is that since the data has been kept to themselves, if the project ever fails or shuts down, PlayStation Home and a ton of its content is likely to be lost again and possibly forever. But yeah, luckily for now, PlayStation Home and a lot of its content is no longer lost and is actually playable.